Hey y'all, welcome to Clagbait. The Luna80 is a beautiful TKO by Percent Studio that is set to go into group buy at KBD Fans starting October 31st and ends November 6th. Estimated shipping time is between 2 and 4 months depending on how many units are sold. It will be available in the Windows key version and the WKL, and there are 3 different weight options available for you to purchase. There's going to be an aluminum PVD silver or gray that starts at $419 and a PVD brass in gold starting at a whopping $483. So this board is going to hit that wallet hard. Yeah. Colors available are going to be anodized silver, gray, black, violet, and burgundy, which is the one that I have. And they have 2 different colors that are going to be coated in blue and green. Now the kit comes with a really nice box that includes the Luna80 in the color and weight of your choice, a 1.6mm PCB in either hot swap or solder. The hot swap PCB comes fixed with a 7U SandGAN layout with a regular caps lock. Now the solder PCB does open up the options for more configurations, including ISO. This is a PCB mounted board, so the leaf mounts are on the PCB and not on the plate, giving you the option to go plateless. Yeah, this thing has a lot of flex cuts, and more on this in just a bit. Now the base kit also comes with a polycarbonate plate, and you can add an FR4 plate for an additional $30. No aluminum plate is available, which is a shame. You also get a USB-C daughter board, a foam pack that comes with the case foam, the plate foam, and if you like that marbly sound, they'll include the PE foam. You also get silicone gasket socks plus pour-on gaskets that both need to be used in tandem together in this board. There's also this little silicone diffuser that goes into the light cutout in the top case. So let's talk about the design. Now this is a quote-unquote screwless design to keep the bottom of the board looking clean. Now what that means is it does have internal screws, 9 to be exact, and it will require you to remove these keycaps when you want to get in and out of the board. Now on the plus side, you don't have to remove the switches to get the top case off, which is really nice. The ano on the board is really well done. When I first opened up the package, I thought this thing was a render. This burgundy has a deep and beautiful tone to it. The case itself has sharp lines with curved edges that are smooth to the touch. The layout cutouts are chamfered, and this little LED cutout is a nice touch that adds a bit of fun to the overall look. The bezels on the side are thin and about double that thickness on the top and the bottom. The weight on the back is huge and nicely finished. The PVD is done well and it reflects everything in sight. I wouldn't call the PVD flawless, but it is nice for sure. I love the way it sticks out from the back when you look at it from the side profile, and it has a little lip that goes around the bottom, which adds a bit of dimension to the weight. The Luna logo on the bottom is done tastefully, and the internal cutout with the Percent logo looks great when you open up the case. Overall, I'm a big fan of the looks of this board. The 2 things I don't like are the placement of the USB port and the seam between the top and the bottom case. A centered USB port would have done it for me personally, and I would have loved to see no seam on the sides, especially at this price point. Now the typing angle is 7.25 degrees with a 20mm front height. Overall, I find the combo to work for long typing sessions, and it's pretty comfortable without a wrist rest. Fully built with the aluminum weight, the board comes in at 4.4 pounds. There are a couple of things to point out for the build process, so let's do that real quick. The JST cable goes through this little tunnel in the bottom case to the daughter board. I found it much easier to fish the cable in and then plug it into the daughter board and then screw it down to your board. It makes it much easier. Now for installing the gaskets, you're going to want to put the pour-on gaskets into the lower case on the corners of the gasket cutouts. The silicone sleeve then goes on the PCB and sits on top of the pour-on gaskets. Now one thing to note, there is a thicker side to the silicone gaskets and a thinner side. The thicker side faces the top. If you put the thin side on the top, you may notice that your keycaps are sitting a little higher than you really want it to be. Now last thing, don't forget to install this little silicone diffuser into the top case, and the rest is pretty easy. The overall typing feel on this board is really bouncy. Now there's an insane amount of flex with all these flex cuts in the PCB and the mounting system coupled together. You can see the board even bouncing during normal typing. Now if you like a stiffer board, this ain't it. Adding the bottom case foam will remove a lot of that flex, but it still keeps it a nice soft typing experience. I really like the bounce and feel of this board. It's really similar to Percent Studio's Trio 65 and Trio 75 in that manner. In today's build, I'm using the new Red Jacket 2.0 switches by KNC Keys. Now these are completely redesigned and are now manufactured by Texi. It has a UC nylon top and bottom housing with a 13.5mm HPE stem and comes factory lube. I'm running these stock and I find them to sound really good. Now the keycaps are the GMK Mandalorian set sold by Novel Keys. This is one of my favorite sets out there, and they still have them in stock to grab. This is the way. Now $225 for this set may turn you off, but if you take into account that this is a GMK in stock set It includes all the novelties, and it's an officially licensed Star Wars product. It's actually quite the deal. You can find the links for both of these in the description below. All links and descriptions are affiliate links that help this channel out. Yeah, now I have 3 different configurations for you to listen to. I found the board sounds nice with the polycarbonate plate, but a touch on the muted side. Now take a listen to what it sounds like with just the plate foam. Yeah, so lately I've been taping up a lot of my boards that have flex cuts. I'm kind of over the whole flex cut craze myself. It kills a lot of the sound. Now I don't personally like the sound of tape modding, but I found that just taping up the flex cuts with this thin gaffer's tape does a great job mitigating the sound loss and not bringing in that tape mod sound. Take a listen. Yeah, it sounds much better with the flex cuts taped up. Now just to be thorough, I threw in the case foam, and to my ears, this is the best sounding configuration. Check it out. So yeah, I think this is one of those boards that rely on the foams to bring out the optimal sound. I wish they did offer an aluminum plate with this keyboard, but I think an FR4 may be a good medium. Overall, the sound of the Luna80 is nice with the flexibility to add and remove foams to your preference. I didn't pick up much hollowness in the alphas or the mods, but I did pick some up in the F-Row, and the mod sounded pretty decent, and the spacebar is good, but not great. The keyboard is pretty expensive, so you gotta love the design and the soft typing experience to jump on it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now that's my take. More content is on the way. Please like the video and subscribe if you dig the content. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.